So I wake up 4th of July morning. I'm excited. It's Independence Day here in the United States. It's a holiday. We're off of work. You check the phone. We knew Durant's decision was coming. Except I really thought it wasn't going to be much news, considering I really did believe it was going to be a 2-year deal with the Thunder. But man, was I wrong. Kevin Durant has signed a 2-year deal, 1 year and then 1 player option with the Golden State Warriors. The what-if situations are now actually a reality. We did a few of them this year. What if Durant goes to the Warriors? We did that clip, I think, in December. What if Durant Warriors versus the LeBron James Miami Big Three? So that's actually a great place to start. This is not necessarily similar to the LeBron situation in 2010 when he left for Miami. And because I say that because LeBron had nobody. He didn't have a team around him. He wasn't competing for a championship around him, and he wasn't up 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals. Now, I'm going to try to be objective about this one because there's two very different sides to this argument. I feel right now, at least from Twitter reaction, what I'm seeing on Facebook, what I'm seeing from other clips, ESPN, SportsCenter, that kind of thing, is there's a lot of hard, hot takes on this. Like there's a Stephen A. Smith said it's the weakest move ever by a superstar. I think that's a very rash opinion, and it's, I think, a very immediate opinion. So, on top of that, Kevin Durant, with the Thunder, was up. And we know that. They were up in the series, but they got beat. He's going to a team, let's not forget, that has proven they can win titles because they won a title 2 years ago and went to Game 7 this year. So, while the Thunder were the best team in the playoffs, sometimes the best team doesn't win. Now the Warriors are the best team in the Western Conference once again, at least on paper. Okay, so there's other few ways to look at this. The other big argument that, I've been hearing is, well, where is Durant going to get these shots? Here's a guy who is normally taking 20-ish shots per game over the last 5-6 years of his career, and you're going to a team with Steph Curry, who takes 18, 19 shots a game, and Klay Thompson, who takes 18, 19 shots a game. Well, one way to look at that is that Harrison Barnes definitely gone because they're not going to have the cap space for him, and they're going to have to trade Andrew Bogut, and we're going to get into why that might be an issue a little bit later in the clip. So, Durant takes about 20 shots per game with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Harrison Barnes with the Warriors last year took 10 shots per game. They found a way to get Barnes 10 shots. Now, if you're trying to lighten the Curry workload, as mentioned by Hoops Rumors, because you have another bona fide superstar scorer to go alongside 2 bona fide superstar scorers in Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, well, you're really just taking away about 2.5 shots from Curry and Thompson, and maybe a shot away from Draymond Green, and boom. There you have 16 shots per game. You can even go less depending on the minutes. And, of course, it's going to be extremely interesting to see the rotations, how they're going to use Durant's length to create maybe even a deadlier small ball lineup or potentially create a bigger lineup depending on who they can sign. Because they're going to have about $3 million in cap leeway to sign a big man. So they have Draymond at the 5 in the small ball lineup. They're going to keep Festus Ezeli, it seems like. So he's going to get a lot of minutes increase, which is important given that he played pretty well last season. I don't want to throw it out there that Festus Ezeli is the most competent 5 in the game. He's not, and I think that the center is going to be their biggest weakness. It's going to be every team has their kryptonite, and I want to say that the center position for the Warriors, even with all those shooters and scorers and bona fide superstars, even that big 4, even when Draymond's playing the 5, they still have a weakness at the 5. So it's going to definitely impact their depth as a team. Now, do you need depth as a team if you got Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Draymond Green running the floor for about 36 to 40 minutes per game? Possibly not, but I'm not going to go out there and say that the Warriors are going to win the NBA title next year or that they're going to definitely lose. What I'm surprised about is so many people who are like legitimately mad at Kevin Durant. I mean, I get why people were legitimately mad at LeBron James. I was in that same boat. I was a little bit younger. I was a little bit more mature at that time. But what I don't understand is that if Kevin Durant feels this is the best way for him to win a championship, what's wrong with Kevin Durant signing with the Warriors? I don't get how this is a weak move. People act, analysts act, commentators act like if John Stockton and Karl Malone were given the opportunity to go play with Michael Jordan in the 90s Bulls, that they would say no. Of course they would. If there was an idea of of them possibly taking a pay cut and all how like they maneuver around the salary cap nowadays, they would. John Stockton and Karl Malone would absolutely consider it. And how do I know that? Because Karl Malone and Gary Payton went and played for the Lakers to try to get a ring with Kobe and Shaq, and it didn't work. So the other side of the argument, keep saying the other side of the argument, but another take on this is that, well, the things that are definitely supposed to happen almost never happen. That's true. There's definitely cases where, the 18-0 Patriots lost to the Giants. They were definitely supposed to win the Super Bowl. The 17-3-9 Warriors this year were definitely supposed to win the NBA title. They didn't win this year. But it's definitely going to be... I don't think the NBA is broken because of this. I think it makes for, hopefully, in my opinion, what I would love is another Cavs versus Warriors finals. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. But Cavs versus Warriors in the finals, a third straight series like that, I wouldn't be bored of it. I'm curious if you guys would be bored of it, though. So Durant's going to bring in, look, we can talk about what Durant's going to bring to the Warriors, but until we really see what lineup that they plan on running and how they're going to really maneuver around all those scorers, we're not really sure how it's going to work just yet. There's going to be a lot of breakdown. I'm actually looking forward to B-Ball Breakdown, Basketball Breakdown. It's a great YouTube channel. I'll give them a free plug. Make sure to check those guys out because they're going to probably run something about how Kevin Durant's going to fit into that offense, which will be very exciting. It should be cool to watch for the basketball nerds out there. So outside of Kevin Durant going to the Warriors, I didn't touch on some of the other major free agents in some of the other clips. We'll try to do a full roundup, I guess, this week on stuff. I know Mike Conley's the highest paid player in the league. That's just because his age, the veteran status, the cap going up. Is he worth $153 million? No. Are you happy for Mike Conley because he's making $153 million? He should be. Good for him, man. $153 million over 5 years. I'd do anything for that kind of money. I think you guys would too. Maybe we should have been better at basketball as kids. Then we wouldn't be complaining so much about Mike Conley making $153 million. So, in terms of the Durant stuff, thank you for all the tweets. I saw a bunch of them. I was surprised to see so many people angry. I don't think it's a weak move. I think he's putting himself in the best position to win a title. At least that's what that's what his mindset was. If we're trying to speculate onto why Kevin Durant left the Thunder. The Thunder could be done after next year. Westbrook could opt out. He could be gone. They could be looking to trade. If it doesn't work out, maybe, with just a Westbrook-led team, he could be the hottest name on the trade block come midseason next year. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Kevin Durant is on the Golden State Warriors. Will they win the title? Is it too early to say that? Is he savage? Was it a weak superstar move? I don't think so. I disagree with Stephen A. Smith on that one, but let us know. Like, favorite, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at JasonRubin91, and please, please, please send me some more crying Jordan memes.